I've never made a post before, but this happened a while ago and has had long-term ramifications on my family, and I want to know if it's really me who is the asshole in this situation. I, 40F, and my brother, 32M, have not spoken in almost a year because of this situation, and our relationship has been strained even longer, mostly because of SIL. About 18 months ago, my dad had a medical procedure that didn't go well, and he ended up having a stroke and in the ICU for a very long time. I was his guardian at the time, so I was in charge of making his medical and financial decisions. There were restrictions on how many people could be in the room at the same time, so I wasn't there when my bro and SIL came to visit. They brought their daughter as well, and I found out the next morning, when I checked Facebook, that they had made a post asking for thoughts and prayers. Which to me is cringe and not something I would ever do, nor would my dad, but what got me upset was when I looked at her pictures and video and saw my dad with tubes etc. in his throat in the background. I was absolutely furious because I thought that was such a huge invasion of his privacy. My dad is not huge on social media and he does not post pictures of himself or talk about his personal life online. Like both of my parents, they are lurkers and just like to look at the pics of family and friends and see what is happening in the community. Not only was it posted by SIL, and brother was tagged, but my SIL's mom also shared it to her own profile for all her random friends to see. I immediately called my mom to see if I was justified in my feelings of absolute rage, and she also would know him the best since she is his ex, and they also had similar online styles. She agreed and didn't think he would want that, and said she definitely wouldn't want a picture of her online like that, nor would she want everyone to know her business, and that she even needed a plea for prayers. So I texted my brother and told him that the post needed to come down and that I didn't think it was appropriate and that he would not like that. My brother said, "It's not like it's a big secret he had a stroke." A what? The only people who know need to know. Your whole friend group on Facebook and SIL's mom's friend group does not need to. Anyway, while he didn't apparently agree with me, he said he would have it taken down. This is where things got bad. While texting my brother, my SIL sends the longest text to me to tell me why I'm wrong, basically. This is a common theme in our relationship dynamic. I text/call/hang out with my brother, and SIL makes sure to text or email me and tell me talking points to have with him. Why she can't let that man talk for himself is beyond me. Actually, I do know. He apparently can't handle his family, which is odd since we bend over backwards for them since my mom and I are pushover people pleasers. Working on it, y'all. Anyway, I'm apparently selfish and a bitch for not letting them share a pic and video of their daughter singing to her papa. To me, this is just attention-seeking behavior. No one needs to know what is going on in his personal life. If you want to share, feel free to call the relevant people who need to know. Send the video in a text to your mom, etc. But to share a picture of someone in the ICU, incapacitated with tubes all over and unable to give consent just seems like weird-ass behavior to me. I mean, what are we even talking about here? But this caused a huge fight and my mom took my side in this, and ever since then we haven't spoken. My SIL blocked me from Facebook. I can't even search her name, which I didn't even know was possible. She also had her sister, mom, and others do the same. It's fine because if I wanted to see her page and catch up on my niece, I have many ways to do so, though I never do. It honestly just hurts too much. Since this happened last year, I missed my niece's birthday and all the holidays. My brother never even texted me for my birthday. When my dad passed right before Christmas, he left us a little bit of money. There wasn't much left after in-home care costs and getting him set up with a skilled nursing facility, but we had to meet in person to get this taken care of. I brought my brother a gift since this meeting landed on his actual birthday. The whole thing was weird since I hadn't seen him in so long and especially without SIL. I really wanted to talk to him and got the guts as we were leaving. He seemed to be trying to dip the F out of there, but I caught up with him and gave him his gift and said I'd really love to talk sometime and that I miss him and my niece. He said that it is really hard for him because he feels he has to choose between his wife and sister and he has to choose his wife. I said I get it, but it just seems so silly to be fighting about this, and it's not what Dad would want, and Mom hates having to do two separate everythings, holidays, Mother's Day, etc., and it's really hard on her. He didn't seem to agree and said Mom was fine with it. She isn't and tells me quite often how it makes her physically ill that this has all happened. I offered to sit down with him and her or just her or all of us or whatever. I just wanted to talk and get this figured out. That was 11 months ago. 6 months ago I texted and said I missed him and said maybe we should get a drink sometime. No answer. My guess is she won't let him reach out to me because she rules the roost in that house and always has. Him not even texting me seems pretty odd. I have a lot of theories about what's going on, but ick. So am I the asshole for getting upset with my SIL for posting a picture of my dad online after having a stroke and being incapacitated in the ICU? Even though that decision apparently split the whole family up?